Okay, hey guys, what's up? Um, Today's video is gonna be a short one. We're just gonna dive wide into it, guys. Um, you ever notice how when you like trying to start something and things don't usually work out in your favor, then we tend to just like um feel that punch. We tend to feel the punch, even if it's not a physical thing. Don't get me wrong. Even if it's not a physical thing. Let me say, for example, um you're starting up a business, then as normal we're gonna have like big expectations when starting a new venture, which is like, yo, 100 customers on our first day, sold out stock and all that. And then once you start the business, and then reality slowly but surely starts to kick in that, yo, great things take time. You might find that your first day in your business you might have 0 to like 5 customers that day, which is gonna be a shock to you. In your mind, you're gonna feel like, yo, damn, what if this thing doesn't work out? You're gonna start doubting yourself, you're gonna start overthinking, you're gonna start thinking, okay, maybe what the people said was right, no one will support you. But then again, bro, let me just say this, man. You have to keep in mind when starting anything or when trying to accomplish anything, it's not gonna be easy, though. It's not gonna be easy. Which is why this video is centered around detachment. Detachment from your goals. Detachment like from not just your goals, but the emotion you put on that goal. Hold up, stay with me. Let me say this. By you doing so, by you detaching your emotions from the end goal, this then brings about a feeling of invincibility, because now you don't actually care about the perceived options and opinions of what people are going to say about it, because now you don't really care. This is the art of not giving a fuck. Pardon my language, but yeah, sometimes you yeah, man, sometimes it's healthy to have that I don't give a fuck attitude, because if you actually want to start something, a lot of people might not get it. Therefore, a lot of um, criticism might not even be constructive. It might be detrimental, because people aren't gonna accept what you're trying to do the way you want to do it, because they don't understand it, and they don't have to understand it. Which is why like the art of not giving a fuck will help you, because if you wanna have um that thought in the back of your mind of, yo, what if I do this and this such and such is gonna think about is gonna think this and this about me, that thing is gonna hold you back, because now you're not gonna be free to do all of the things that you really wanna do. Now you're just gonna keep in mind that, oh, people are watching, man. I can't do this, I can't do that. What are they gonna say? What are they gonna do, man? Fuck what they're gonna say, man. Just do you. Just do you. That's the whole point of you being here. Which is why the art of not giving a fuck is so crucial, because it therefore brings birth to individualism, which is something that we really need in today's society. A lot of people have just become boxed into this one cap fits all kind of, what can I say? This one cap fits all philosophy, where everybody likes the same certain music, the same certain fashion, the same certain sports and stuff like that, which is, it's not wrong, but damn, man. I mean, don't you want to stand out? Don't you want to like do your own thing? I want to be your own person, be like the person who God intended you to be, instead of what the world wants you to be. Yeah, man, that's why like the art of not giving a fuck, man, it's very, very, very crucial, bro. Which brings us back to the point I was making in the first place of the let's go back to the business analogy. You start a business, people don't come in. So if you uh implement the art of not giving a fuck in your business, and not in a negative way, but in a good way, because there is a negative and there is a positive. Let's start with the positive. Okay, let's start with let's start with the positive, because we're already in that direction. So let's say you start a business. First month of your business doesn't go that well as you perceived and as you anticipated. What are you gonna do? The person that gives a fuck is gonna feel some type of way. It might lead to them closing down the shop because of that slow progress of not reaching their first month's target and stuff like that. They're gonna be like, damn man, this is overwhelming. I can't stand this. Boom, close up shop. Whereas if that guy was just patient enough and was able to implement the art of not giving a fuck into their business positively, they would have been able to ignore the slow progress in return of the long-term vision of where we're heading in the next 5 to 10 years. Where is the business most likely gonna be? Which is why, which brings us back to like just being present and being vigilantly immersed in the present moment. This is the only way that you can ensure that the long-term vision and the end result actually comes into fruition, because now you're just putting in the work into the progress, into the process. You're just casting the client, you're just beating it down, working every day though, regardless of the results you're getting, regardless of the feedback and the criticism that you will get, which will always, there'll always be negative criticism. It is what it is, man. So if you use that, man, then you can therefore just focus on the business and the stuff that needs to get established, especially into those early days of your business, Babon, which is the marketing, getting a solid clientele base, getting solid suppliers, um, and all of that, establishing your brand in the first place. Now you can focus on that instead of just focusing on the slow progress and how you're not fulfilling the visions that you had and stuff like that, because that stuff is inevitable, man. It's bound to happen. So that's how you can positively use the art of not giving a fuck. Some people just use it negatively and they don't give a fuck at all. But they start something, they close it down, or they start it and they do remain consistent with it, but they don't give a fuck about it. They just evidence, just a souvenir, which is very toxic. It's the toxic trait of not giving a fuck. It there comes a point where not giving a fuck becomes about too much and it becomes toxic, detrimental almost to your, not just yourself but the people around you. So you have to keep it on a balanced level, on a balanced scale where you don't give a fuck, not too much, but you don't care too much, or to where like you let your emotions spill into the business and stuff like that. Because that's why stoicism is the best thing that I can recommend to any young man, because it's gonna enable them to, instead of just operating based on emotions, they'll be able to operate based on knowledge and virtues, which is far more important than anything else. We must instill discipline, guys, and that's the only way not giving a fuck, the art of not giving a fuck, can actually work. If you have the discipline to prioritize your goals and objectives, all of them, which is being long term, then yeah, you'll definitely end up somewhere in life, guys. Because I've seen too many good ideas, too many good businesses crash and just like perish into the sense of time, because of people being too emotional and being too married to their ideas. Because if you are too married to your ideas, sometimes that can lead to unnecessary problems though. Currently we all see that the world is going into the direction of tech, but now if you are married to your business, which is, I don't know, maybe just you have a pottery business and you've been doing it the same way since your grandmothers and great grandmothers been doing. Let's say this is a actual generational thing. If you don't have the intuition and intelligence to like say, okay, guys, let's let's yeah, let's move into this direction, but still maintain the old ways of how we do things, but just, I don't know, maybe use AI and tech just for marketing and stuff like that. Maybe it can still be implemented into the physical pottery and stuff like that, but still keep it authentic and whatnot. But if you still married to your ideas, it's hard to do that, guys. It's hard to do that. That's why so many businesses are going to be failing. So many businesses are also going to be opening and getting established in this new era, which is why the art of not giving a fuck will save you, especially if you're old as nigga, bro. I mean, if you have the art of not giving a fuck and you can just, you know what, fuck it. The way I was doing it was wrong. Let me listen to the young niggas and move where they heading because they know where the future's going. Boom. Your business might succeed, man. You might make some millions in the future. Congratulations to you. But yes, guys, yeah, there's the video though. There's the video. Like I said, I actually didn't want to make a video that long, but fuck it, guys. Peace out.